definition. So once the rocket's in, see how the space shuttle? It's outside the Earth.
Right
See
here.
that? Yeah. See all that blue ocean and you see the clouds? That's Earth. That's where we live. Way down at the bottom. Yeah. They're way up in the sky. Look, see way up there? You can't even see it. Where they're at, the sky is black to them because there is no blue. They're outside of the Earth now. To us, the sky's blue because we're down here at the bottom. Yeah. So,
I want to go up to the sky.
if you study hard, you can.
Or are
Yeah.
you very, very rich?
Or you're very, very rich. Yeah, you can be really rich too, and you can buy your way up there.
And
Then take me too. So then take me too.
And me and my niece to jump over the rock ship.
I don't know if you can jump that high, babe. That's pretty high. But,
Pretty high.
Yep.
One.
She lost track of what I was going to say.
Your orbit.
Yeah, so, here, I'll read,
Okay, I should pay attention.
yeah.
Daddy's gonna read it to you.
Okay, so an orbit is the curved path of an object that revolves around another object. So, object around another object. So really this would be the one, and then this would be orbit. Like this. Yeah, this is in orbit. The space shuttle is in orbit around the card.
Why
In this
going
case.
round?
Because that's what you do. Yeah. And now remember, the Earth itself is in its own orbit with the sun. So you have this,
Spinning really
yeah,
fast.
it's spinning around really fast. So that's why this kind of gets where it got sidetracked.
They're taking morning to the night, morning to the night.
Exactly. So,
Good job,
yeah.
Bunching.
So the space shuttle, in this kind of orbit, the space shuttle is in orbit with the Earth. So it's doing this.
Like any astronaut go on a space shuttle have helmets and stuff and all that stuff.
Something like that, but that doesn't have anything to do with this, baby.
That's like definite. Astronaut always go to the space. Astronaut.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby, can we focus on the
But we'll
rocket
focus
first?
on the rockets for now. Yeah.
Meme.
Galilei, you're supposed to just be listening right now. I'm talking.
Okay, what do you want to say
Yeah,
to
what do you want-
Gigi then?
I just don't want to say instant. The Earth spinning around.
Well, the Earth is spinning around too, yeah. And the space shuttle is spinning around Earth. So once they're done, you have the space shuttle here. Inside the space shuttle, this whole area, actually, I don't know if we have it in the picture, and then this one too, they have a cargo bay. Yeah, and they can let go their satellite. Normally it's a satellite or something else they want to put into space. So this is how they do it. And then when it's ready to come back down, oops.
What?
Let's see if we do, this is where we can move to the space station probably. Let's go to this the sticker book? Yeah. Or which one of these have the space
It's
station?
not that one.
Maybe it's this one.
There you go, space
Yeah,
station.
space station. So here. So, yeah. Okay, here, let me have this back. And then let me have this back because you don't need that.
Look at the space station.
Yeah, now we're in the space station.
That's
So,
large enough?
yeah, the space shuttle, it's in orbit, and then it made it all the way out to the space station. And then, actually, I guess they don't show it connecting anywhere. Yeah. And then inside the space station, let's see, there's the astronaut you're talking about. Remember the man you mentioned in space? That's him.
I know
Yeah.
that.
And he's working on the shuttle, and then inside, see, there's a scientist in there.
Why? Why do
Why?
people
Well,
avoid
they're
it?
doing experiments. They want to learn about space. We don't know anything about space, baby. Anything at all. Space is very, 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 very big. Too big for us to understand. So we need to do tests. We need to learn. We need to study. So that's what she's doing. She's doing different tests, and she's looking at instruments, and she's trying to understand.
Space.
Yeah, space. You know, whether it's the sun or whether it's asteroid or whether it's
What's this thing? The
Jupiter.
line.
This line is what keeps them from floating away.
Like connected to the rocket, if you wish all the stars and moons.
I think they connecting to the space station.
Yeah, no, they collect to the space station, exactly. It's like a rope to keep them from floating away. Because if they don't have this rope attached, they can float away and not get back to the space station. Because remember, you're in space and you're just floating around. You can't walk back. Yeah, so this is their rope that keeps them.
So it's like a home in a space?
Yeah, and this is like home in space, exactly. This is where people live. They can eat, sleep, go to the bathroom, they study, and then the space shuttle brings them supplies. And then when these people, when they're ready to go back home, because they have families too, they go home and it brings new people back up to the space station. So right now, up in space, there's people.
I want to go to space.
Yeah, well, there's not a lot of people right now because we don't know enough about space. That's how little we know.
Is that cool?
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. So,
Why are people up there right now?
well, they're studying. They're trying to figure out how to live in space so more people can go in space. You want to go in space, right? I want to go in space. I'm sure Mamie want to go in space. Mommy want to go in space.
No, not really.
Well, maybe not Mommy. Okay, so a lot of other people are like you and me. They all want to go to space.
Anshi,
So we
can
gotta
you
figure
go
out a
to
way
the
to get
space? Can you make sure Mommy's phone worked really good? Okay. And then GPS, make sure they give Mommy right directions, okay?
I want to go to rock ship.
You don't want to go either? Okay, you can stay with Mommy.
I want to stay with Mommy.
Okay,
Okay.
so that's what these people are all up there doing. They're studying. Okay? Let's see, there's another big man there. He's repairing stuff. See? What does it say there? Oh, it's talking about the spacesuit. So it says, see his helmet? It has a radio, so he can talk to the space station crew. And then his big backpack carries air, so he can breathe. Actually, that's something important too. Without the air, there's no air to breathe in space. It's what they call oxygen. So you need to have this big spacesuit with the helmet on, just like that.
You can breathe.
Yeah, so you can breathe. And then the spacesuit is thick and heavy because space is really, really cold. I mean, too cold again to fathom. It's like minus 40 degrees. It's very, very, very cold. You can't just walk outside in space like this. Okay, you have to have a heavy suit on just like he does.
So he protects them,
To
okay?
protect him, yeah. And then see how he has that shield? See how it turns yellow? That shield is to protect against the sun. Sometimes the sun will be really bright, so it's a sun shield. And then see, there's an example of a satellite.
You can't see what it's satellite
Yeah, go for it.
What's that? What's the satellite for?
Let's see.
Says welcome.
Welcome. It says the spacecraft connects to the station. Then the astronauts climb in the capsule. Oh, so they're talking about this piece that comes up.
So how long they normally stay at space station?
A couple years, I think, is all they can stay, but I'm not 100% sure.
So they don't come back down?
No, they're up there for like a year or 2 years. That's part of the experiments. How long can somebody deal in space? And these are really confined environments, too. It's not like it's a Star Trek style.
Okay.
This is talking about... Hold on. Yeah.
The rock ship.
So this is a quick example right there. It says the space station was built in parts and then taken up to the space in different spacecraft. See? It's like space shuttle.
And a different color.
Yeah.
Like purple or green or
No. What they did was it's like your Legos, okay? See the space station? See how it's, look at all the different connector pieces, right? Like you can put that piece together, you can put that piece on there, you can put that piece there. So what they did is they built each of these pieces down on Earth, down here. And then they flew them up, where did we see that? They flew them up in the space shuttle, just like I said, see? They flew them up in this. Well, they used a rocket, yes. And then once the space shuttle got there, see the picture? There's that cargo bay I was telling you about.
Oh, so it's
Yeah.
like a delivery truck.
Yeah,
It just
like a
they
delivery
happen
truck.
to go on the space.
Yeah, like space station.
Okay.
And then it was really Legos, baby, that they put together. Then the men came out, they connected it, then they had to, what they do, solder the connections, make sure everything's secure. So it's just like your Legos. So they flew it up in those different pieces and then put it together in space.
Isn't that cool?
Let's like a little helicopter and go.
Yeah.
A little
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you like
You
space?
like- yeah.
We'll talk about more space next week. Yeah?
Okay. Well.